And welcome to Hero Power. This is episode 181, and as always, I'm your host, Avanties. And I'm joined by my co-host, Zerotio.
Besides the swelling in your ankle, what is up, gang?
Not a whole lot, yeah. I was telling Zerotio before the show this morning, I was running out to my car to grab my phone charger that I left in there last night, and rolled my ankle real good. Felt it pop. May have been some tearing in ligaments. I don't know how bad it is, but who cares? There's a show to do, and that's what's important. I'll ice it down and medicate myself later. So, all right. We've got a great show lined up for you today. Got quite a bit of news to talk about. We had a big developer insight drop this week that we're going to talk about. And then in the second half of the show, we've got a an interesting rogue deck to take a look at, and we'll play a couple of games with that. So, Zerotio, how's your week been in Hearthstone?
It's been. I've actually taken a break from the ladder. I'm kind of keeping my play limited to prepping for THL and doing my daily quests. Probably won't get legend this month, though. I am at rank 2, so whoever knows with me, I might just get a bug and while I'm doing my quest today and knock it out. But basically, I've got a lot going on in my life. I think we've talked about that a little bit with my dad being sick and him in the hospital, him in a home right now. So I've kind of had to take some time for myself. I've been playing some of these new auto chess games, so I'm enjoying it, but I don't know if it'll be. It definitely is not a Hearthstone replacement for me, at least. And then kind of getting into some just solo one-player games to kind of just relax me. A lot of music listening and just focusing my mind. Summertime's always the busiest time for work because that's when work slows down. So that means I got time to do the work that I need to do, server work and migration work and stuff like that on the computer. Mm-hmm. So it's been a good week. We got the holiday week coming up, so I won't be on the show next week, but I'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we may actually be taking next week off. I don't know yet. I'll know more later in the middle of the week whether or not I'll be able to get a co-host to go with me. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on Twitter. We'll announce whether or not the show is happening there.
But I'm excited because my daughter is flying in to visit for the holiday week. So
and that is so much worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And so to miss the show, to be able to see my daughter, and I haven't seen her in about a year. We talk all the time, but on the phone and via FaceTime, but I haven't seen her since Memorial Day of last year, so it'll be nice. She turns 18 this year, so whew.
Okay, awesome. I can't believe she's turning 18. Time flies, man. We're old. We are old. All right. Well, my mom's been out of the country, and so I've been staying over at my parents' house, kind of house sitting, helping my dad out with some things around the house. And so I've had a lot of time to actually just kind of play. And one of the things we're going to talk about is the potential for maybe a new set announcement coming soon. But having all this extra downtime hanging out at my parents' house, I've had a lot of time to grind out my quests and work on building up my gold for the new set, which if you guys haven't started on doing that, I recommend you start saving some gold and getting ready to buy some packs when the new set drops.
So my question for you is, how far along did you get with the solo content?
So I have completed at least through 3.
On normal.
Yeah, on normal. I haven't attempted any of them on heroic yet. I've actually just been grinding 1 and 2 with all the different classes, trying to clear with all the different classes. Okay. I know I've completed 3. I can't remember if I completed 4 or not, because I haven't done any solo content this week. I've just been working on getting gold for the upcoming set. So
where are you at with your gold count?
Not very far along. 2,000, maybe 3,000, somewhere in that range.
Okay, that's very far. I mean, I'm at, I think, 2,200, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
If if you're looking at averaging 50 gold a day doing your quests, we probably have a little bit over a month. Mm-hmm. So you got plenty of time to accumulate that gold.
Yeah. Well, I actually have 3 quests built up today because I haven't played since Thursday. So I've got 3 quests built up to knock out at some point this weekend. But let's jump right into the news, because we do have a good bit to discuss. Like I said, this developer insight dropped this week, and they said that they finally feel like, as Hearthstone has expanded and more people are getting into the game, that it's become more increasingly important to revisit their past designs and make sure that they are building on the right foundation, because everybody knows if foundation's not right, your whole thing crumbles. So they've been really reestablishing what defines a class's identity. And they said that one of the 3 big guidelines that they follow when trying to determine how the classes play is they try to adhere to the class's fantasy. Basically, the things that the class should excel at, and establish where the class should struggle. And I felt like this was a really important part of it, because, this game is based off of the fantasy and lore that they have built. And so, this is probably, I feel like, one of the most crucial parts of a class's identity. Then they took a look at how the class breaks down, its strengths, limitations, and weaknesses, things like that. So they're looking at wanting to give you, so that when you play a class, you actually get that feeling like you are that class. And I think that's really important in Hearthstone. Yes, it's a game of slinging cards, or as the community loves to say, it's playing this children's card game over here. But it's important that it feels more than just a card game.
Yeah.
So they've decided that their breakdowns. We'll have a link to all the classes and what they feel like how they should play. But just to give you a brief example, druids should excel at mana generation. They should excel at card draw. Hunters, obviously, should excel with beasts and secrets and death rattles. Mage should be all about their spells. Paladins should be all about buffing and healing. Priests should be all about buffs and healing and narrow but powerful spells, while rogues are going to excel with their combos and removing minions. Shamans, they want shamans to feel strong with their damaging spells and their elemental abilities. Warlocks need to be able to focus on disruption and sacrifice effects, which is what a warlock does if you've ever played World of Warcraft. And warriors need to focus on their armor and their weapons and their ability to taunt and take damage. So I feel like they're doing a really good job at kind of identifying how the classes have been. Because I'll admit, in the past, some of the past sets, Zerotio and I were joking about this, and the title of today's show is, what does your class identify as? Because in the past, I've played mage or I've played hunter with spell power effects where your hunter plays more like a mage and you're just dealing big damage and trying to burn your opponent down as fast as possible. So it's good that they're narrowing this scope and giving us what the classes should feel like from a fantasy perspective. Zerotio, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, when the game first came out, it had a lot of class identity, and a lot of people would identify and say, yeah, I don't play this class because I don't like its style, or I do play this class because it fits to my style. And I was that way. I was very big on Paladin. I like Druid, and I like Priest. Those were my three go-tos. But as they put out sets, and you can't really blame them for this because powerful cards sell packs. That's just how it goes. So they put out powerful cards that bled the lines of class identities. Those class cards should really be kept in the neutral set. However, you can't let the power get too crazy because then that neutral card gets put in everything. Example is Ziliax. Now, Ziliax is kind of a French case because it actually fits different roles depending on the class that you play it in. But it's one of those cards that goes in everything. When they deal with class cards, it really should amp up whatever that class is supposed to do. And I think they're finally getting a grasp on putting things back that direction, and I love it. They have some changes that are coming up that we'll talk about in just a second that I think are really good for the game.
Yeah, I agree. And so, back in 2017, they introduced the concept of Hall of Fame to kind of help balance the game and make it a little more even and level, where they removed really powerful evergreen cards from the classic set so that they could no longer be played in standard and move them into this Hall of Fame class, but they could still be played in Wild. Well, they did announce a couple of new Hall of Fame cards to help with addressing these identity issues. And basically what they've done is they've said, we're going to remove Vanish because it allows them to effectively clear an entire board. This negates one of the intended weaknesses of the Rogue class and reduces our ability to design towards their strengths, which they feel like Rogue should be able to should be really strong at removing individual targets. And they shouldn't necessarily be as strong at removing AoE targets. So they're going to Hall of Fame Vanish. They're also going to remove Mind Blast from the Priest class because it says Mind Blast gives Priest the ability to inflict large amount of direct face damage. We want to limit the amount of damage priests are able to do from their hand, which will allow us to make cards that better emphasize their strengths in controlling the game. Because priests are, at their core, kind of a controller-based class and a healing class. So they're Hall of Faming Vanish and Mind Blast. Now, interesting to note, they usually only do Hall of Fame rotations around the beginning of a set year, and here we have them doing it in the middle of a year. What are your thoughts about that, Zerotio?
I think they're hearing the community. This is really good news because I think normally they would say, we hear what they're saying, we'll reevaluate next year, but there's been a lot of down on Hearthstone. I think not just on the specialist format, but the specialist format right now is the biggest downer for a lot of players, and obviously class balance as well. And I think this is the first step, and I think we will probably next month hear something about specialists, whether they're going to change slightly the way specialist works or something, because players aren't happy. And this is a sign that Blizzard Team 5 want to make the players happy. And this makes me happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, last year, they introduced some new cards into the Classic set to replace cards they had Hall of Famed in the past.
Yes.
Now, they are continuing that trend by removing Vanish, rogues are going to get a new minion called the Plague Bringer, which is a 4-mana 3/3 with a battle cry, give a friendly minion poisonous. This will replace Vanish in the Rogue Classic set. Now, if you already have Vanish and Mind Blast, you will automatically receive copies of these new cards. You don't have to pull them out of packs like you did.
You can't pull them out of packs because they're basic cards.
No, that's true. They're basic cards. So the other cards you had to, that they introduced, you kind of had to pull out of classic packs because they were classic cards. But these are basic cards. Good observation, Zerotio. Priests are getting a card called Radiance to replace Mind Blast. So if you remember, Mind Blast was 2 mana, deal 5 damage, gain 5 health. This is 1 mana, restore 5 health to your hero. So it's half the cost, half the ability. Seems like a fitting replacement to me.
Yeah, I don't hate either of these cards. I mean, they're basic cards, so you probably won't see them in a lot of decks if you have a large collection, unless you specifically need these effects. And who knows? A lot of people are saying, "Oh, these are bad cards. They're not going to be played." We don't know what the next set is. Maybe they're designing these cards around future sets. So there may be a benefit for having a 1-cost spell, kind of like what you had with Dragon Soul, where you wanted to cast a bunch of small spells. So maybe we're going to see more spell-centric stuff with Priest. It makes me feel good going forward.
Yes, absolutely. So, all right. So that kind of they're also going to be adding some other new cards that are coming to the classic set. Now, these are cards that you will have to pull out of packs. So if you haven't already completed your full set of classic to get the achievement, you'll have to now collect these cards as well to complete that set. But Warlocks.
What these are replacing is these are replacing the other Hall of Fame cards that rotated out that didn't get a replacement yet. And this includes 2 legendaries, Ragnaros and Sylvanas. So there are 2 legendaries in here that if you don't, you're not going to have them, so you'll have to open them from a pack or craft them. So there is going to be some investment if you want any of these cards.
Yes. All right, so first up is a Warlock Demon. It's a rare card. 7 mana, 5/8. It's called Siegebreaker. Has Taunt. Your other demons have +1 attack. Then you have a...
I want to stop and talk about some of these.
You want to talk about these? Go ahead.
So Siegebreaker, a lot of people are down on this card. I love it because it's a big demon taunt that doesn't have a major drawback, like eating up a mana crystal or something like, or doing damage to your face, or anything like that. So I like the fact that this is a 5/8 taunt, and then it has other benefits. Maybe there really hasn't been a solid, successful demon based that's not just zoo style of Warlock, and I'm hoping this allows this to happen, because Siegebreaker to me is a nice, reliable, beefy demon that will come off of some of your card effects that give you random demons. So this actually increases that pool quite a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on, our next card is a Druid spell. It's an 8 mana Gift of the Wild. Give your minions +2/+2 and taunt. So does this not feel a little expensive?
It feels a lot expensive. I think this could have easily been a 6 mana spell. But I can understand where they want to kind of limit the chance of getting it off with something like Vargoth or anything like that. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I mean, you can couple it with Guardian of the Ancients, giving you 3-4 taunts with lifesteal. But that's a turn 10 play, and you really don't want to do that on turn 10 as Druid. It might have a home with future sets, but I don't think it's good right now.
Okay. All right. Next up is a rare paladin spell called Righteousness. It's 5 mana. Give your minions Divine Shield. Again, do you feel like this is a little on the expensive side?
It is. Again, same thing as before. Maybe it's good with future sets. I think they're being very heavy-handed with these because these are in the classic set, so they'll be more readily available. Yeah, I think it's a bit expensive.
Okay. Then we have some new neutral minions. We have an epic minion. He's a 7 mana 4/4 named Baron's Stablehand. His battle cry: summon a random beast. So it's a 7 mana 4/4, summon a random beast. What are your thoughts on this?
So right now the beast pool is very, very low heavy. It's got a lot of 1 and 2 cost beasts, so it's not very good. I think in a meta where you get some really big beasts put in the set, remember it's a random beast, so it's not discover, so you can pull from any class. So maybe the beginning of a year when a new set comes out and there's the least amount of sets, so the least amount of pool, or possibly later at the end of the year when there's a lot of beasts and a lot of heavy beasts. So maybe we won't see this play till early next year or late this year, but there might be a time. This is one of those cards that's not going to be good now, but might be good later.
Okay. Next up, we have a rare neutral minion. He's a 4 mana 5/4 called the SI7 Infiltrator. His battle cry: destroy a random enemy secret. I don't think this one's that bad. This card is a little more what I feel like lines up with what they're replacing.
This card's amazing. This is a card I've been asking for since the very beginning of the game. I wanted a neutral way to deal with secrets. And this is a neutral way to deal with secrets that's going to be in standard for its entirety because it's a classic card. We had some really strong neutral ways. We had Secret Eater and a few others, but they faded out because of standard rotation. So that meant secret decks became powerful and then weak and then powerful and then weak. This is not too strong because it only gets rid of 1 secret, and if they have multiple secrets up, it will only hit 1 of them randomly. But it's a way to get rid of secrets in neutral and in the standard set for good. I like this.
And it's a 4 mana 5/4, so I mean it's just slightly better than the vanilla test and has an ability, yes, there's only a few classes that play secrets, but it's still a 4 mana 5/4 minion, so that
there's only a few classes that play secrets, but we've learned that that's not the only time you see secrets. Sometimes random spell generations give you secret generators that are in Hunter and Paladin, and you don't know if they're going to play it in some other class, especially in something like Arena.
Yeah, very true. All right, the last neutral minion that we're getting is an elemental. It's an 8 mana 5/5 called Arcane Devourer, and it has the ability, when you cast a spell, gain +2/+2. So it's an 8 mana 5/5 that whenever you cast a spell gains +2/+2. Could you see this fitting into a shaman or a mage deck pretty easily?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Imagine this in that new mage deck with the mana. I can't remember the name of it. The 2/2 that gives you random spells.
Oh, Mana Cyclone.
Mana Cyclone. That's it. With Mana Cyclone, maybe you use your Conjurer's Calling on an 8-cost minion. It gets you this, and you just start chaining off with additional spells. And this could get sick. I don't know if it's an inclusion in a deck yet. There's nothing other than Mana Cyclone, and it's still kind of heavy. But maybe it comes off a random effect, and then you win the game.
Yeah, that could be pretty sick. And then, as you said at the beginning, they are replacing 2 legendaries that we lost Ragnaros and Sylvanas Windrunner. And I have to say, I'm really excited about the two characters they chose
Yes.
to replace. Excuse me. So the first is a dragon. Woo! And not only is it a dragon, it's probably one of the most famous dragons, Brightwing. We finally get Brightwing in Hearthstone. I'm so excited. Brightwing is a 3-mana, 3/2 legendary dragon with a battle cry. Add a random legendary minion to your hand. So you could get Ragnaros. You could get Sylvanas. It's a random legendary. It could be.
You could get
anything.
another. You could get another Brightwing.
Yeah. So 3-mana, 3/2. I mean, it's a good early board drop that gets you a card, another card for later. What are your thoughts, Zerotio?
Brightwing became real popular in Heroes of the Storm, mainly because of her emotes. I really, really hope they've kept that same style of voice acting with this card. If so, I'll play it just to hear it talk. I love the lore and flair of Brightwing. Now, as for the power level of the card, random legendaries historically haven't been great, but they have flipped the game. Basically, if this card was just a 3-mana, 3/2 dragon, I would put this in a dragon deck. The fact that it generates me a random legendary that has the potential to high roll is just butter on the bread right there. It's just additional flavor that's going to carry the card. If you get a bad card from it, it's still a 3-mana, 3/2 that has the dragon synergy. That's the important part. So this opens up dragon synergies in other classes that may not have had it, and it makes it even more powerful in more dragon synergistic decks like, say, a mage or priest. So I'm excited for Brightwing. She might have to be a craft. Yeah, she might have to be a craft. I mean, obviously, if you've been playing as long as we have, and you're like me and you have all of the legendaries in Classic, you're guaranteed on your next legendary to open one of these two. And my pity timer is really deep, so I'm trying not to open any Classic packs because I don't want to open a legendary.
Right. So the other legendary that we're getting is another famous NPC from World of Warcraft, the High Inquisitor herself, Whitemane. So she is a 7-mana, 6/8 with the battle cry, summon all friendly minions that died this turn. So it's almost like she's a mini Kel'Thuzad. You know, Kel'Thuzad returns all minions that died every turn that he's on the board, but she can come into play for 7 mana and bring back. So if you run minions in to clear, play her, they all come back. It opens up some really interesting possibilities.
Yeah, but it means you have to ensure that you start the turn with minions on the board, which usually you don't. And not only that, but you also have to be far enough behind that you get the benefit from resurrecting them. Because if not, you're just going to go face and win the game. So it's a win more card for me, and I just don't. I think if you're ahead on board, you play her and you trade just to get them to resurrect, you're putting yourself behind. So I don't think she's good, and I don't like that she's a battle. It's a battle cry because then if you get her off a random effect, she's just a 7-mana 6/8. The stats are decent for 7-mana 6/8. She's probably a good solid pick in Arena, depending what other legendaries are in the bucket. But other than that, I just don't see her getting play. I love the character lore and the flair, though. I really hope her emotes are top notch. Now, it does sadden me that she's a card, because I really wanted Inquisitor Whitemane as a hero portrait. Now we have Khadgar.
For you wanted her as a hero portrait for the priest class, or
yes,
okay.
So, I mean, obviously, we have Khadgar, so it's possible they could be both. But it would be really neat to have her as a hero portrait.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But we want to hear what you guys think. Shoot us an email or slide into our DMs on Twitter. Let us know what your thoughts are of the new Brightwing and High Inquisitor White Mane legendaries. Do you have some ideas for how to bring those guys into current decks and how to exploit them? Let us know. We'd love to hear from you guys.
And we're constantly having open conversations about this over on our Hero Power patron Discord that you can be part of over at patreon.com/Hero Power. Matt at Arms, we haven't talked about it on the show, but he is still part of the show. He's just not going to be part of the actual episodes because of his schedule. He is doing a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff for the show.
Yeah, he stepped back from hosting duties.
He's already made 2 channels for us to discuss the new set and the new cards and all this leaked information. Has set up some really awesome bots to immediately post some Twitter announcements from Play Hearthstone or anything like that when they come live. So one of the first places to get all of that information together from all the different sources is definitely going to be the Hero Power Patron Discord. So definitely, if you're not part of that, just any patrons can be part of it. Come and join us because we love the conversation, and it's constantly scrolling in there.
Absolutely. All right. So moving on, the only other real big set of news we have to talk about is the potential of a new set teaser dropping tomorrow. Now, if you guys...
Well, first off, we got to talk about the set teaser to drop this week.
I was just fixing to lead into that. Take off.
Okay, so we're just kind of chilling, at our respective works and then Discord. And out of nowhere, this tweet came, and it was from Play Hearthstone. And all it says is, "What is it?" ? And the video is it's you're seeing Dalaran, which looks like it's just kind of floating through the air, and it's going somewhere. And it zooms out, and you're in a window, and some shadowed figure dives through the window and shoots down a rope really fast. And you hear some pretty distinct kind of mutterings that sound pretty obvious. As the pan zooms back, it's actually Madame Lazul's room. It's got her pictures up of her and her snake. It's got her tarot cards laid out on the table. And on the other side of the table peeks up Togwaggle. He is looking to burgle some of Lazul's stuff, probably her tarot cards. Well, one card on top of the deck glows. And when he goes to reveal it and look at it, see what it is and why it glowed, some very distinct music plays that was very reminiscent, and it was identical to the League of Explorers theme music. So we're getting kind of a tease that this next set is going to tie into the League of Explorers. Now, Team 5 already told us that all 3 sets this year are going to tell one big narrative. So maybe the League of Explorers are being hired to recover Dalaran. Maybe just on their own, they're saying, hey, Dalaran just got stolen. Now we want it. Or, we don't know what's going on with the link to League of Explorers. But the fact that there's possibility of having a new Reno card, a third Elise card.
And let's just say this, get it out there, because the community has been speculating hard. Half the community is like, I swear to God, if they bring back a Reno, I'm done with this game. And the other half is like, I swear to God, if we get a Reno, I'm coming back to play this game again. So there's a good possibility. We don't know what's going to happen, but it should be a lot of fun.
So here's the big thing. Do I think they bring back a Reno card that got back to the Singleton kind of decks? I would love that. Do I think they'll bring a Reno card that heals you to full? No, I don't. I think that was for that card. We've seen Hemet Nessingwary change various times. We've seen Bolvar be butchered various times. So obviously they're willing to reuse characters in different ways. I mean, we have Ragnaros and Ragnaros the Light Lord. It's similar effects, but they're done differently. So maybe this new Reno hits the right spot. Maybe a new Elise hits the right spot. The one I'm really curious about is if they decide to reuse Finley Murgleton, because he messed with the hero power, and we've learned that when you start changing the hero power, the card is either unplayable or straight up broken. So maybe they steer away from adjusting with the hero power. Maybe we get another hero card. They've said that there's a possibility of hero cards and sets. It's kind of a one-off thing that they're planning to do in the future, not something they're going to do every set or not do every set. So maybe we get a hero card. Maybe this set has nothing to do with League of Explorers as a whole and is just a hero card for Reno Jackson. That would be cool. What if we had a neutral hero card?
That would be interesting. We've not had a neutral hero card. That would throw things.
Everybody would be playing
chaos,
Reno Jackson.
I think. Yeah.
I mean, think about it.
A Reno Jackson hero card that's neutral? That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of really cool speculations coming out of this, and it does say at the end of the video, find out more July 1st. Now, does this mean we're going to get an announcement of what the set is? Probably not. In typical Blizzard fashion, we'll probably get another vague video that's going to make everybody go crazy, and they're going to, we want more information, and then we'll get either a drop that day or some kind of developer insight video that next afternoon. That tends to be the MO, where they put us on the edge of our seat, and then they finally give us what we want. You know, maybe a few hours or a day later. So
yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
They have talked about these new cards coming to replace the Hall of Fame. Coming, you know, they were originally saying by the end of June. So we're going to be past the end of June, and we haven't seen them live yet. Maybe we hear this announcement Monday, and then a patch drops Tuesday that puts all this Hall of Fame stuff in, including all the stuff they talk about tomorrow, pre-purchases, you know, maybe a new bundle to get ready for the new set, things like that.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's going to do it for the news this week. So we were talking about decks to play this week, and Matt at Arms had mentioned and brought up a good point that we've not looked at Rogue in a while.
Which is amazing, because Rogue
has some good decks. Good. Yeah. And so he dropped us a deck list that he said he's kind of been playing around with and having a lot of fun with. And it is a Mech Hooktusk Rogue. And so I'm going to run down the deck list, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit, and then we'll jump over into the play portion of the show and give this deck a couple of games to see what we think about it. So, all right, the deck list is 2 Backstab, 2 Mecharoo, 1 Evil Cable Rat, 2 Eviscerate, 2 Sap, 2 Underbelly Fence, 2 Blink Fox, Edwin Van Cleef, 2 Evil Miscreants, 2 Nightmare Amalgams, 2 SI7 Agents and Snip Snap, 2 Hinch Clan Burglars, 2 Ticket Scalpers, 2 Vendettas, Ziliacs, Husk Baron Togwaggle, and Captain Hooktusk. So it sounds like this deck is really kind of a amalgamation of a lot of other class archetypes that we've seen recently from the Rogue. You know, you've got a little bit of the mech, you've got a little bit of the pirates, you've got some of the combo and big removal. You know,
lackeys.
And lackeys. So it feels like this deck really kind of is a best of all worlds, kind of an all-star Rogue, I guess you could even call it. So I know we talked a little bit beforehand. I don't think neither one of us has had a chance to really play this deck yet, but looking at the deck list, Zerotio, what are your thoughts on it?
Man, does it have a lot of legendaries. But these legendaries are solid legendaries that if you've been playing Rogue for any time, you've probably made sure to have some of these. And of the neutral legendaries, they're kind of key legendaries. Obviously, you get Snip Snap for free. Ziliax is a must craft. I like this deck. It does seem a little bit everywhere, and if you draw your synergies kind of inconsistently, it might be a problem. But if you can get Hooktusk out, she kind of throws them all out on the board for you. So I have played a variation of a Hooktusk Rogue. It doesn't look quite this robust, but I'm excited to see how this plays. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Helps if I'm not muted. Yeah, me too. So basically, that's going to do it for us this week. If you are joining us on Twitch or YouTube, please stay tuned for the live play portion of our show. If you are listening via the audio podcast, we'd like to thank you for joining us. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at HeroPower_cast. You can find all of our past episodes on YouTube at youtube.com/ECMMOGamers or on our website at HeroPowerHS.com. If you enjoy the show, you'd like to help support and improve it, you can do so by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/HeroPower, where for as little as $1 a month, you too can get access to our patron-only Discord and join in our conversations, as Zerotio mentioned earlier, and get those early alerts courtesy of Mad at Arms. And we'll see you all again next week.
And don't forget to use your hero power.
Alrighty then. So I guess I will drive, as we kind of talked about.
Okay.
So are you ready to go?
I will be once
Okay.
you win stop.
I am searching for an opponent.
My client is almost launched.
So, alright. Hooktusk Rogue. We are facing Mechajaraxis.
Warlock, so probably Zoo?
Probably. Our opening hand, we're going second, so we get the coin. Our opening hand is Mecharoo, Nightmare Amalgam, Hinch Clan Burglar, and SI7 Agent.
This is really good. I mean, I don't.
If it's Zoo, this is a pretty good hand.
We got the coin, so we could actually Mecharoo coin out SI for whatever he puts out, and then
Or coin out Amalgam or whatever. Yeah, there's options.
I think we keep this.
Okay. All right. I don't hate that.
We have like the perfect curve, and we don't want to coin out Amalgam because we want the coin to activate SI.
SI. That's fair. All right, and we draw into Ziliax. So we technically have a 1 through 5 play.
Well, he didn't play a 1, which is kind of confusing.
So maybe if he doesn't play a 1, maybe we hero power this turn and Amalgam next turn, and then kind of play it by ear.
But he didn't play a 1, which maybe he's not Zoo? I can't imagine him not being Zoo.
Well, there's a Loot Hoarder.
Okay, so this isn't Zoo, but I think we need the pressure.
Okay, so coin out the SI?
I think we coin out the SI.
Okay.
I mean, we could easily dagger that down, but that's kind of...
Right.
This is a better
tempo. He drew into Broodmother.
And this is the benefit of not just focusing face.
Yeah. He's life tapping. Okay. So we just go face and hit and drop the Amalgam.
Yeah, I like that. I'm trying to think of what this could be. Maybe this is a plot twist rogue. Is this the Zale?
It's possible this could very well be plot twist rogue. Like I said, he drew the Broodmother, and there's a Proud Defender.
Was his loot order golden?
No, I don't believe it was.
So this is not Zale because he has a golden Proud Defender, but non-golden other cards. So
yeah. So he's
kind of an awkward
4/6. Yeah, this would be an awkward play. Do we just drop the Hinch Clan Burglar and see what we get?
Drop the Hinch Clan Burglar, and then let's see what we get first.
Zap, Feral Spirit, or Shrink Ray.
So Zap can couple with our combo effects.
Yes,
and is damage.
Okay.
and we could do it next turn if we needed to.
I don't hate that.
Now, I say we don't run it at all
That's what I was thinking. I think we just pass and
because
then clean
he's
it up
only gonna
next
get-
turn.
he's only going to get one trade, and if he plays another minion, it turns into a 2/6.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm interested in this deck. I haven't been down to the teen ranks in a long time.
So he is going to clear the
Okay.
burglar and then draw a card. Okay.
That actually plays right into Zap.
And he's going to Spirit
Wow.
Bomb
Wow, okay.
and play the Loot Hoarder. So now we zap SI7 agent. Or
Yeah, I just saw
do we
Vendetta
Ziliax?
into Ziliac.
Well,
That pressures 7 damage to face, putting him at 10.
so
And then
what,
we have
what about
a lot of damage in hand.
What about playing Ziliax but not losing the Divine Shield? We Vendetta the 2/2. We run the Mecharoo into the 2/1. Swing 3 to face, and then just develop Ziliax and leave the Divine Shield on.
Maybe put the Ziliax on the Mecharoo?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, I don't hate that. I don't actually hate that.
So we're going to Vendetta here,
Huh?
then Mecharoo, Magnetize,
You go face.
face, pass turn.
This plays around something like a Hellfire.
Yes.
I do like that. That's actually not a bad swing. Because now Hellfire doesn't get him out of jam. He would have to have some kind of ping damage for 2 mana along with the Hellfire.
There's a Sunwalker.
Where are we at here? We can do 7 to face if we can get past the Sunwalker. We can get past the Sunwalker with
Eviscerate, zap.
Zap, Eviscerate in our face.
That's what I was just thinking.
It's
I
not
don't-
enough mana to fit in the SI, though.
No. I really would like to develop the Evil Miscreant if possible, so we could High Baron Togwaggle next turn.
Yeah. I think we zap it every time, though. So this is zap first. We just have to do 5 damage. Maybe we Evil Miscreant and SI and hit it with the other SI.
Let's see what we get. +1.
Yeah, we SI it.
Okay.
SI the 4/5, run SI in, then we still have the shielded 4/3
Right.
to play around Hellfire.
Okay. And then next turn, we'll have, we'll only have 6
Next turn
mana
we might
available.
win.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Dollmaster Dorian.
Plot
So
twist.
this is plot
Yep.
twist. Yep.
There it goes. So this is a plot twist deck he built because it has mixtures of golden and
Ysera.
non-gold. Holy jeez. Oh my goodness. This is
Wow.
this is great. I love it.
All right.
I don't know what to do. Blink Fox first.
Blink Fox first. Gets us an Inferno.
That's awesome.
That is exactly, I think, what we need, isn't it?
Yeah. We can't dagger up though. So yeah, we go ahead and that works too.
Clear that.
Then we Inferno.
And we Inferno.
He's gonna heal for some, and he has a 0/5 in the way. So we just cleared the 0/5.
Yeah.
Problem is we haven't been able to deal with his Dorian, so he could, and he has a bunch of taunts in his hand.
Right.
We know
We know.
we might be out of it. I don't know if we can win this. This is amazing.
Well, he has to play these taunts at full value now.
It's true.
Oh, here
Or
comes
both.
the hellfire.
Yeah. This is a hellfire setup. No.
No, spirit bomb. But that put him back down to 10.
Yeah. We have Eviscerate in our hand. We have a Leroy in the deck.
And we have +1 attack in our hand with the lackey as well. There's
I don't think he
plot
lets
twist
stay
again.
alive though. Oh, he's gonna get a bunch more taunts.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Ziliax. And he gets the Brood Mother. Oh my goodness. It's just getting tough. We're probably going to have to Cogwaggle this turn.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
So run the Evil Miscreant into the Ziliax. Witchy Lackey it. Okay. Then we Togwaggle. We need to go Wand, right?
I think so. I think that's our. I mean, we can't. We can't do it this turn.
The Wand could get us a Hooktusk. Get us Leroy. Yeah, I think we go Wand. Well, I mean, we'll have to do it next turn.
We don't have Leroy. Oh, you're talking about.
Wait.
Yeah, Leroy.
Oh wait, yeah, we don't have Leroy in this deck. It's pulled up the wrong list for a deck that I was playing.
Oh, okay. Do we just go ahead and clear the?
Yeah.
Brood Mother.
Clear the mother, yeah. And that's it. Oh man, he has a mechanical dragon.
Yes, he does.
And the Ziliax in hand.
Oh, and he got another freaking big bad Archmage.
This is bad. He gets Ziliax. Oh, I knew it. We're done. This is so cool. Plot tip twist can work. So a lot of people have told me plot twist is bad, but I was like, if you couple it with Dorian, you can make a really good deck.
Yeah, what's up, Inked? Thanks for joining us. All right, so I guess we wand and see what we get.
Yeah.
Ticket Scalper, Amalgam, Snip Snap.
Ugh.
None of that's really good.
Trying to figure out how we deal with the Ziliax. I think we throw out the Hedge Plan.
Well, let's draw some let's draw some more cards. We can
Okay.
Ticket Scalper, give it Rush, attack
Hit the
into the
1/1?
1/1.
Okay. I'm cool with that. I was thinking how we use it to. Maybe we should have cleared the
10-9.
10-9.
Yeah.
We could have done it with Eviscerate and then still drawn, but that's fine.
Let's see. I don't really know what else to do here. We're pretty much.
Hedge Clan Burglar. Well, yeah, that works too. Yeah, I think we're dead in the
I
water.
think we're pretty toast here.
Yeah, clear the Divine Shield off at least.
Yeah. Oh well.
He's just got us in a rock and a hard place here. Hellfire Lethal? Is that enough for Hellfire Lethal? What?
No.
No.
Oh, Ysera
Ysera.
Awakens though.
Double Ysera Awakens. Okay. I ain't mad.
No.
I ain't mad.
No. All right.
I ain't even mad. This guy's sitting on the rank 15 floor just having fun.
Exactly.
And you know he's probably like, this is probably one of the first games it's worked for him, you know?
Oh, plot twist, Warlock. See if we get him again. Give it another shot. Nope.
No, you won't get him again. They changed the algorithm so you won't queue into the same person.
Okay. All right, so we're going second again. We've got Van Cleef, Underbelly Fence, Blink Fox, and Eviscerate.
That's pretty awesome.
So we just want to hold on to this whole hand, or we're going to throw back Van Cleef? So I'm thinking at best we wait to play Underbelly Fence until after we played Blink Fox just to get the bonus.
I think we throw back the Eviscerate, but the Edwin,
okay,
the cheap Edwin,
we'll hold on to Edwin.
If we draw on the backstab, we could possibly have a 6/6 Edwin early.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's Mecharoo, which I will see your Mecharoo with my Mecharoo, which he will then probably buff his Mecharoo.
Probably not buff it. Probably double trade into it.
Which I will then just weapon up and trade down.
Yep. Set up for our Blink Fox into Underbelly.
Yep.
Could actually, on turn 4, Underbelly coin Edwin.
Yeah, no, that's not terrible.
There was a fleeting thought of coining the SI, but I really want to save the coin for Edwin.
Right.
We don't need a huge Edwin, not against Token Druid.
Microtech controller.
Okay.
Alright, so Blink Fox here.
Yeah, I think we Blink Fox and clear the 2/1.
Clear the 2/1, that's what I was thinking. What do we get? Predatory Instincts. Draw a beast from your deck, double its health. Don't think that'll help us.
No. It draws the Amalgam.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
3/8 Amalgam. Oh, 3 mana, 3/8. That's actually not bad.
Alright. I wish I had a fan of knives, I tell you.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I hate putting the Underbelly into the 4/2. But I do like...
Well, do we Mecharoo into SI7 agent?
We can. We can hold off the Edwin turn for one. Mecharoo into SI on the 4/2.
On the 4/2. And then clear one with the 3/3.
Yeah. I mean, that gives him a decent sized board if he has a buff. But we have the Underbelly
fence to run in.
Fence. Yeah.
There's a Harvest Golem that leaves him with 2 mana.
This is the popular list right now.
Oh, he's just going to Wrath.
No draw? No draw. Okay. He's just pressuring.
Yep. All right. So, Underbelly into the Harvest Golem.
Okay.
Dagger up, clear, leaves him with 1/1/1 on the board.
Yeah, I think that's the play. Yeah, I think that's the play. If we're going to use the Mecharoo to the Mecharoo to clear, we just clear the 2/1 with the Mecharoo then.
Yes.
Save us a point of damage. We get punished by Ziliax, but honestly, if he has Ziliax, it's not a big deal. We just sap it.
Yeah, exactly.
I do want to get this Predatory Instinct off.
Oh, here comes the Snip Snap.
Oh, this is so good.
Oh, smart.
Oh, he didn't double stack it. Nice.
Smart, but he went
That is
face. So now we will sap the Microbot and kill the Snip Snap, or
Yeah, we sapped the microbot, definitely.
Sap Microbot.
Question is, what do we do from here?
Run the 3-1 into the 2-3, I think.
What about run the 3-1 to 2-3, and then clear all the microbots? I would clear with the 3-2 and go face with the 1-1 to make him have to clear the 3-1. It's available to clear. Now, what about predatory instincts here?
Okay, that's not bad. That's a good time to use it.
So this allows us to Nightmare Amalgam coin Ziliax.
Yes, and make Ziliax
Giving us a 6/10.
huge. Okay, I like that.
I don't think there's a way he can kill us from here.
Swipe.
Okay, if he plays any minion, we go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Nightmare coin Ziliax. I wanted to use a coin for Edwin, but
This is much better.
yeah,
Nightmare. Coin.
so such a swing.
Ziliax.
Such a swing.
Clear.
Beautiful. I don't think he comes away from this. Four state, okay. If he has to multi-chunk into that. Oh my gosh.
Just
Did
snip
we
snap it.
We just load this up with double snip snap? And just go face?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we just go face. Your power face. Oh my gosh, this is sick. He's gonna have to use Saboteur to clear this.
If
And it's-
I think his best case scenario is he has to double buff all these guys and use 4 of them to clear. Okay, no, there you go. He'll have to use 4 of them to clear, though.
No,
Okay,
he
now
double
he has to
forward.
use 3 to clear,
Yep.
2 to clear.
Doesn't no. That
No.
that does no. He still has to use 3 to
Yeah.
clear. That was a bad play. Did he draw?
No, he hit for 3.
He didn't do the math.
No,
He should have either done it to draw or just not done, or used it to clear one of these 1/1s up.
right.
That was a misplay. I do think we need to clear though, because he has the second half of something. No, what's the gifted card in his hand?
No, we don't know what this card is, but that's all he's got, and I agree we need to clear.
Yeah. So
Um,
I think we start with Blink Fox.
I was thinking we start with Evil Miscreant.
Why? We got a combo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Crystal Song Portal. Discover a druid minion. If your hand has no minions,
not bad,
keep all
but
3.
We're not going to play it now. Let's Evil Miscreant. And then I think we Edwin. Then we use all our microbots into the 2/2s, and then we use our face on the Acorn Bear.
Yep, leave the squirrel.
Well, the squirrels are going in his hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Got a gifted card in his hand.
So he has...
A second half of 4 state. That's what he has.
Oh, okay. All right.
Which is fine. We can deal with the second half of 4 state.
And he's got 2 squirrels and whatever this card is he just drew.
SI is going to be good. So we face this lackey first.
Okay.
Hope for a Bluegill Warrior. SI one of the 2/2s.
Yep.
Clear 2/2s with both Edwin and Blink Fox.
Hero
Yeah.
power, clear 1.
1/1. And then I think we just Do we just Hench Clan Burglar?
Yeah, I think so. Starfall?
Yeah, Starfall.
In case he refills the board?
Maybe we should Hench Clan first. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Starfall. We're in a bad spot, actually.
Yeah, because we're at 10.
And he's got 4 on the board. We don't lose a swipe. We lose to... Well, both the Savage Wars have been used. We lose to the Twin Spell buff. He might be making a Hot Pocket and getting a Yoo-Hoo.
That's true. You know,
Telling his mom that this game's unfair, and we're all ganging up on him. Oh.
Explodinator.
That's not really good for us, because he should probably just go face. No, he's not going to go face. He's going to clear. Okay.
That means it's not a buff card in his hand.
Yep. We have lethal 10, 15, 16, 17. No, we don't have lethal. He's doing the math to see if he has to clear more. That's a smart play by him.
Yeah. Lifesteal Druids.
Anything give us lethal? No. I think we have to Starfall, but we're going to take 4.
Which is going to leave us at 3, and he has nothing in hand.
Yeah, I think that's the only play, though. So we Starfall first, right?
I think so.
And we just go face and play the... Is there any taunt we can get from Crystal Song Portal that we can play this turn?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
All right, 1-1.
Yeah. Fun. I'm clicking the board like it matters if I clear it.
Let's play one more.
This deck is very everywhere.
It really is. It is all over the place.
I've never been a big fan or good at Rogue. It was one of my last golden heroes. Rogue's always been my weak spot.
Ink said Reno Ziliaxon in that last
That's right.
game.
Reno Ziliaxon, that's right.
All right, so we're facing another rogue here. And we get to go first this time. We've got Underbelly Fence, SI7 Agent, and Hench Clan Burglar. So what do you think?
I'm trying to figure out this guy's name. Okay. I think we keep the Hench Clan Burglar. We don't have the coin, so we throw everything else back.
Okay.
I don't even think we keep the Underbelly Fence either.
Okay.
Or they're drawing to it. S'more
We're drawing to Vendetta and Nightmare Amalgam.
Vendetta will be good.
And top deck of Mecharoo for the second game.
So we got a 1, Hero Power 2, Nightmare Amalgam 3, into Hench Clan and Vendetta if we need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the Hench Clan's what we needed because we get it from another class. We wouldn't want the Blink Fox because they're playing Rogue.
Right.
S'more skins. I'm thinking like pork rinds, but s'more flavored.
That sounds disgusting, actually.
Not like also pork rind flavored. I'm thinking just the flavor of.
So do we just Evil Cable Rat?
Yeah. Well, that'll develop us something on the board and a combo enabler if we need one.
And we got the
That's
deal
a
2
good
damage.
one too. That's a good one too.
He's probably thinking, okay, so they're probably playing Lackey Rogue.
He's on HS Replay trying to figure out which list we're running and what his win percentage is against it. That is like the way to play Hearthstone now. You keep HS Replay up on the other window. The minute you can identify what you think is the deck, you look it up.
All right, so Nightmare Amalgam here on 3.
Yeah, normally I would go Blink Fox, but
But
we're playing
they're
against Rogue.
right.
Yeah. So this is going to throw his
Now he's
brain
like,
off a little.
wait. Back over to HS Replay. What does Mech Rogue look like?
Wait.
I thought he was playing
rogue deck
Lackey
runs-
Rogue, but
what
Mech
rogue deck
Mech
runs
Rogue?
Amalgam? Joining a 4-drop?
Which would Popper? Oh, it's
go.
Hopper Rogue.
Means we just need to go face as much as possible.
Yeah.
I think we Hinge Clan Burglar. Yeah,
Animal
something.
Companion, Shadow Word, Death. The Death might come in handy if he gets a really big.
We want to kill him
Hopper.
before then. I think the Animal Companion is the right play
Okay.
because we don't want to have to use a death. That means we're behind.
Okay.
I think we Vendetta this 3/3 and just go face.
Just burn him down as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's. I mean, at this point, that's what we have to do. I think we're probably gonna Animal Companion next turn.
Yeah.
See, this is a Pogo developmental turn. We're good. He has to bounce one or send copies to his desk. His deck. Okay.
Yeah.
He plays one more 5/5. We ignore it. I think we Animal Companion. See what we want. Leok or Huffer?
We got Huffer. Do we sap the 5/5?
We want to sap it out. Yeah, because then you can't develop Ziliax on it to heal back. Yeah, since we got Huffer, we sap and then go face. See, and he's already used the coin, so he cannot Pogo
So
in.
now he has to clear or develop a taunt, which they don't usually run, or we have lethal on board.
What he needs is Pogo Ziliax, but he can't do that because that's 6 mana.
Right.
And he didn't Shadow Step a Pogo during Escape, so they're not reduced in mana cost.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, Inked, I was thinking the Death was a surprise Bunny Ziliax combo too, but my goal is to kill him before he can pull off a turn 6 like that. That's the goal, whether we do it or not. So we're showing 8. We can do... That's... Oh, and he has a taunt. You figured it out. We had lethal if we didn't have the taunt. Think we Hinge Clan Burglar? What can we get?
Do we take the Mind Blast?
I think we take the Mind Blast. But we have to clear this. What's the best way to clear it? We'd have to use all minions on board.
No, we can use the Lackey for 2 damage.
It doesn't help us.
We can keep the Mecharoo alive.
That would be the only thing we keep the Mecharoo alive for. But wouldn't it be better to use that 2 damage to go to face with the Mind Blast?
Probably. So use everything on board. Or we're at 29. I could use these 2 in my face and then go face.
You could do that.
Mecharoo.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That gives us a sticky minion on the board. Because if we can draw Eviscerate,
Eviscerate,
Mind Blast, and the Kobold Lackey,
that's
is
game.
lethal.
Yeah.
There's the Ziliax.
Damn it. That's pretty much game.
Yeah, we played for the quick lethal. Now, obviously, death would be ideal here, but I think we played for the quick lethal, and I think it was the right play.
Yeah.
Blink Fox for sap. Nope.
Nope. That's game.
Yep, that's game. I mean, that's how it wins. That was really good. I think we had the right line.
I agree.
I think we had the right line. It just didn't pay off.
I agree. All right.
Cool. That's a fun deck.
It is a fun deck. Yeah.
Definitely is a little out there and crazy, but definitely a good deck.
All righty. Well, I believe that's going to do it for us this week. If you have any questions or comments about the show, please email us at heropowerpodcast@gmail.com. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube if you haven't done so already, or give us a follow on Twitch to be alerted when we go live. And for more details about our Patreon, check that out at patreon.com/heropower. We'll see you all again next week.
Bye, guys.
Good gaming.